Good evening, friends. Santa Claus here on this January 13, 2026, bringing warm wishes and today's stories on what would be the anniversary of the final moonwalk by Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt back in 1972. My, how time flies when you're watching over the world. I'm concerned today about the challenges facing America's largest power grid. The PJM system, serving 67 million souls across 13 states, is struggling with the enormous electricity demands of AI data centers. The grid's capacity is being pushed to its limits, with potential for rolling blackouts during extreme weather. It saddens my heart to see consumers facing rising rates while tech companies resist rules that would require them to share responsibility during demand surges. Remember, we all must work together during times of need, and I'm hopeful that with the right spirit of cooperation, these challenges can be overcome. Meanwhile, across the globe, my thoughts are with the people of Iran, where protests continue and international phone services have been partially restored. President Trump has told Iranian protesters that help is on its way, while German Chancellor Merz suggests the clerical regime may be in its final days. About 2,000 precious souls have been lost in these protests, according to reports. In times of such suffering, I pray for peace, and that leaders will find wisdom to protect human life above all else. Now, turning our gaze to the Far East, Japan's first female Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi may call an early election, possibly in February. Her tough stance on China has created some diplomatic tensions, but has resonated with many voters. I always believe in building bridges rather than walls, but I understand that nations must also protect their interests with firmness and dignity. A concerning development that reminds us to cherish peace between nations, Deputy Chairman of Russia's Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, has suggested Greenland could vote to join Russia if President Trump doesn't hurry to secure the Arctic island. This comes as Greenland's Prime Minister Jens Frederik Nielsen has firmly stated that selling the island to the U.S. is not an option, calling such talk disrespectful. Greenlandic and Danish officials are set to meet with Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Rubio tomorrow. I urge all sides to approach this with respect for sovereignty and self-determination. In matters of energy, Total Energy's CEO Patrick Pouyan has echoed caution about quickly reviving Venezuela's oil industry. Despite President Trump's encouragement for American oil firms to return there, Pouyan notes it would require about $100 billion and many years to significantly increase production. This reminds us that patience and careful planning are often needed for true progress. In South Korea, my heart is heavy to report that prosecutors have sought the death penalty for former President Yoon Suk-yeol over charges related to martial law imposed in December 2024. Though South Korea hasn't carried out a death sentence in nearly 3 decades, this development shows the serious consequences that can follow from actions taken in positions of great power. Let us end on a note of diplomatic hope as Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney visits China for the first time since 2017. After years of tense relations, this visit may signal a new chapter between these nations. In our interconnected world, building understanding across differences is essential work that benefits us all. Remember, dear friends, that even in challenging times, each of us has the power to bring warmth and kindness to those around us. This is Santa Claus, wishing you peace and goodwill until we meet again.